Civil engineering is anything to do with infrastructure.
So it's a branch of engineering that designs, builds, and maintains a structure that we see every day in our daily life.
So the roads you see, the buildings you see.
It also includes railways and water pipes and sewage systems as well.
We're the ones who would go in and make sure that things that we're using on a daily basis are safe and efficient for design.
Anything to make a city run is basically civil engineering.
Hi, my name is Parmveer.
Hi, my name is Amartya.
My name is Amraj.
Hi, my name is Jazz.
I'm a first-year student,
I'm a second-year student,
I'm a third-year student.
I'm a fourth-year student.
and this is my perspective.
and this is my perspective.
And this is my perspective.
And this is my perspective on civil engineering at TMU.
For civil engineering, you have your first-year general courses for all of your engineering students. In your second semester, CVL 207. I was like a first course about civil engineering. I learned a lot about the different foundations of buildings and what they're made of and how they stand up. I also learned a lot about different types of buildings that are present, site plans and floor plans, different plans that are used around in civil engineering. There's a thing that they introduced us called AutoCAD. It was really fun to use it because you would draw out different types of 3D models, and now I know how to sketch out parts of buildings. One misconception that I have about civil engineering was that I thought it was gonna be all about buildings, but it's also about sewage systems and water pipes and railways and transportation.
My second year, which was a lot more civil and is a lot more program-specific courses, motivated me to get more into the structure side of civil engineering, especially the strength of material and the soil courses. With the civil engineering program, there is a lot of design teams, course union activities, chapters that's involved. The design team I work with is the concrete canoe design team. What we do is we build canoe, various technical specifications and the reports, and every single year colleges and universities from all over Canada participate in a competition where they race their canoes, so it's really exciting. There is a lot of benefits of joining a design team. You start knowing a lot of people in your discipline, you get to know how they think, you get to know how to work as a team. You start building your teamwork skills and you work towards a common goal. You would also gain technical knowledges about different applications of civil engineering, which would later help in your career. My favorite part about studying civil engineering at TMU has been the research work I've been doing over the summer. My research work is on CFA piles. It's a type of pile foundation which supports different structures. So it's mostly used in huge infrastructures. Doing this work gave me a broader perspective on civil engineering. It's one of the most fun part about civil engineering for me.
Currently, I'm working as a project coordinator at Ontario Transit Group. Daily tasks are pretty much vast. I have to deal with anything with procurement, if anybody needs anything, purchase. I also have to do inspection. We have a lot of subcontractors working for Ontario Transit Group, and we have to inspect their work, seeing if they're doing it up to the standards. Any material that we get, it needs to be approved. So there's a lot a project coordinator has to do. So I was very interested in larger companies at first. What I realized was that you learn a lot more in these smaller companies. I feel like it's a lot more beneficial to work in a smaller company first because you get to learn a lot more. Now that I'm working as a project coordinator, there's a lot of things that intertwine with Concrete Canoe, which is a student team that I lead. There's a lot of processes that are very similar in the work environment as well as the design team. So I think that helped me prepare. For civil engineering, you can decide to go into structural engineering after you finish your second year. After that, in your fourth year is when the general civil specializes into two streams, which is environmental engineering, and then there's transportation engineering. I chose structural because I wanted to specialize in buildings. TMU actually offers a wide range of courses. I took the surveying course as well as project management, and I feel like it gives you a well-rounded experience on how infrastructure works and how a city, or if you want to build something, how it would happen.
My 4 years of schooling have impacted the way I see civil engineering in the frame that our teachers teach sustainability at the forefront of everything, and I've noticed how climate change has affected our world. I had 2 separate internships throughout my undergrad. I did one at a construction company and I did one at a consulting company. Going in and repairing an existing structure in a mine or consulting for a new structure or equipment upgrade to make sure things are structurally sound and safe for use. But we also do a lot of building stuff, so on the industrial side of things, warehouses, schools, those kinds of renovations and repairs. My capstone project was the structural design of a 28-story residential building. It was a building that was already constructed. So we worked alongside of a consultant to figure out a structural system that would support the building. In civil engineering specifically, for capstone, the projects are chosen from a list of projects, so you don't have the liberty of doing whatever you want on your capstone. However, you do have the privilege to be working with someone from industry on your project, and they're a great resource. They're someone who have already done the project before, kind of get a taste of what consulting is like. In my classes previously, we learned how to design components individually, how to design slabs, columns, all of those things individually. But during my capstone, we had to learn how to make it work all together, which was something that I had never done before, and it was a great learning experience for sure. I worked a lot with student groups. In working with those groups, it taught me a lot about collaboration and teamwork, and also how to be a good leader. I was a VP for Women in Engineering as well, which taught me how to lead a sub-team. And I think those skills are very transferable in terms of going into industry, because it taught me a lot about how to work with other people efficiently and how to communicate effectively when issues do arise. For me, now approaching challenges and those things in industry seem a lot more realistic and a lot more doable than they would have when I was in first year.
A major earthquake hit my country, Nepal, when I was about 10. Destroyed a lot of the parts of the city. Knowing a civil engineer could solve this, it motivated me to choose civil engineering.
I wanted to go into a field that I knew had a lot of job opportunities, but also was very broad. Civil engineering is really an umbrella term for a bunch of different types of things. You have people working in marine environments, you have people working underground in mines, you have people specializing in geotechnical. So there's so many different areas.
I really enjoy working on city infrastructure. I want to one day point at something and tell my kids that, hey, I built that. It's something that I'm very passionate about.
This is what I chose as a mixture of architecture and engineering.
I think going to TMU has been the best decision. I got to meet so many new people, join design teams, lead design teams.
My favorite part of undergrad was the community, the student groups and the clubs, and all the events that I was able to go to. The best way to make friends and to make community here.
I really look forward to doing my undergrad over here and looking towards where it takes me.